Hello, and welcome to this debrief. I do have someone in here with me, and I will bring him on in a minute. You all enjoyed him last time, so it's worth doing. But before we start, let's keep this one civil. Let's keep this one nice. Yeah, we had a loss against Sheffield United, but I want to keep it civil. I've had some major abuse this weekend due to all this, and it's not on. And yeah, it's not great. And just I don't want to clarify this one with Lizzie. What I think of Daniel's signing at the start of the season, everyone was waxing lyrical about how well he'd done. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. Let's not get into who we're going to blame, who we're not going to blame. I have not got time to have that level of thing. Liz, I've just said, stop. I am not having that level tonight. No way. Not dealing with it. It is not the debrief to be talking about signings. It to be talking about the game. If you want to have that conversation, have it on a different stream with me. Because I think everyone is flagging every player off, every manager off, and I am done. I am really, really done. So you are entitled to your opinion. I don't mind that. And that's your opinion. But I don't think it is the time to be flagging players off. I think it's the time to be behind the players. Everyone has gone off the massive deep end. And I am not in for it. So bear this in mind. If it gets to a point where I don't think it's going to end well or it's going to go thing, I will just kill the stream. I have got no problem with that tonight. So please bear in mind with that. Let me bring up both on. Yeah, playing up. Give me a minute. Here he is. Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice. You had to bring me on twice.
It's not the stream for it, Lizzie. I know people are annoyed with it and stuff, and I get it. I think Christmas time we can have a conversation about signings.
Yeah, literally the January transfer window opening. That's basically
Daniel,
the perfect amount, perfect sort of time, because then you can actually discuss who you want to bring in or whatever. It's
Ian and Jez, how you doing, mate? Hope you well. Apparently, we're all hiding. Yeah, I've heard that we're all hiding. No, I think we're just realistic with what happened. Ian Punch F41, check how we after the weekend we have a mental health check-in, please. I'm calling it 5.5, which is okay. Everything else is doing good. I'm probably about a 6.5, better than I was, but I think we've got to be wary of stuff and just remember it's just a game of football.
Yeah,
there's more things important in life, and I know some people won't agree with me there. Ian, Jake, and chat. I will read your message though. Matt Lowe bad, J Lo not really seen him. Ingleson, my good. Oh my God. Obbo, not great.
Kabatsky,
not good. Well, Kabatsky we've barely seen.
Because he's been injured.
Obbo's not playing to his strengths. I think Ingleson's had the best 2 games we've seen. And Jamal Lowe just not in because we're trying to... Where he will play as a left winger, Gassama or Masaba got. And Matt Lowe, I thought, have been good the last 2 games. So, it's what it is. We've all got our opinions there. Yours.
Max Lowe has been way better as a centre-back than a left-back, I think, personally. And also, I've noticed this, right? Just so many people have been slating Ingleson, and then they've never actually given a reason why. Why don't they like him? What has he done to not be... to get all this dislike? What have any of them done to get all this dislike? Because they just say they don't like... People keep saying they don't like these players that have been brought in or whatever, and then they don't give any reasons why. They don't give any actual evidence. If you're going to make points about anything, give evidence. Anyway, I'm sorry. I've just... because I was manning the Talking Wednesday Twitter during the derby, there was so much of this utter that kept getting spread everywhere, and no one was giving a reason why. It was just, oh, he's crap. Oh, he's crap. Oh, they're crap. What a waste of money. Oh.
And while he's ranting, I will just quickly let him just rant. We are where we thought I would be, an inconsistent mid-table side with nothing wrong with that right now. I agree. Ian, Shaman Sunset, how you doing?
Sorry, I went off the deep end.
Well,
didn't I?
Yeah, that's why I muted you. I gave a good account against the net Prem team. We were League One 2 seasons ago, rolling in first proper season. Prem team lost 1-0, held our own. I agree. Nothing to hide from. It should be got away with it, really. Well, when you think about it, one shot on target all game for both sets of teams says it all. Wait, how did I not know about this? Kept it quiet for you, Darwin. Punk chef and teacher mode. Love it. Evening, Jack and Jake. Evening, mate. I don't like people for multiple reasons. I know that. I don't discriminate. I hate everyone equally.
Honestly, so real. So real.
Jez, there was a debate whether I was going to bring Jack on or not because I knew he was a bit deep end.
I'm like about on a knife's edge about falling off the
They actually didn't play bad. There was no battle even involved like fan foot. True. Have work I seen my pretending. No, he hasn't.
No,
I haven't sent
it
him yet. Oh, I forgot. I haven't had a chance to do that. Give me a minute. I'll send it him.
Nothing sexier than an angry workout. Why, Michael? Thank you.
Sheffield, you know what? Sheffield United weren't great, but they played like that nearly all season. To be fair, they have really played where they just managed to get the odd goal and win it. Jack, check your phone. And it's what they do. Oh God, he's back. Yep. I think I'm gonna do this a once. I think I'm gonna do this a once a month show. I think we're going to do it once a month, me and Jack, on maybe a farming stream, maybe just like one of these, just a general chit chat. But I want to do one show within which is football, and I want to do one show that is nothing to do with football. We just have a topic. You pick the topic, we talk about it, and we'll leave it to chat
about literally anything. Yeah.
Nothing sexy there, angry workout. Well done, Mike. Eating, Mike. How you doing, mate? I'm good, fella. How you doing? I'm not too bad. I was bad at the weekend because I got a lot of abuse.
Yeah, it was disgusting. It was actually what people were sending you and saying to you on like social media was absolutely disgusting. In fact, you were almost saying like, "Sod this, I'm packing it in." After all that, and that's part of the reason why I went off the deep end a little bit because it was just it's just a joke, man.
The thing is, I knew it was coming, but I didn't realize it'd be that bad.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we'll talk about this later. I've done content and done it while the derby. James and Jack haven't. I know what was coming, especially when it's your actual city rivals, not a South Yorkshire rival. Can we talk about Bannon though? He was cautious game until Bannon hit that tackle.
I loved it. I loved it so much. And actually, that's what really rattled all of the United players. Have you noticed that? Yeah. That's the point where they all became so rattled and it looked like we could equalise. Not even equalise, go 1-0 up in the first half, wasn't it? I think it was the first half.
I think for me, it did rile it up, but I think it needed it. But it was the only tackle that was like that in the game. I think first half we held our own. Talk about FF25. That's something we do plan to do. Actually, Jack's seen FF25 today. And
it was blowing my mind. They've got actual like bobbling of there's physics. It's not just a flat texture on all the fields. That changes depending on if you've mowed it or not.
Jackie's actually quite impressed.
I'm like, what? It's insane. It's insane.
He's not used to seeing a game that like it is do that. Let's have a look where we at. Look, it was pretty hummed up in the game. Neither side was. Yeah, I agree. I think that's it. If you look at the stats, they took the one shot. Danny spoke about it all week. Take the moment. Take the moment. They took the moment. So that's the thing where I'm like, they took the moment. It is what it is. It's the only one they had, though. Hello, boys. I hope you both well. We're not too bad, mate. How are you? How's that PF Pro treating you? That's before after the judo flip. Well, yeah, we'll get into that. It worked me.
It woke the derby up.
Oh, it woke the derby up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So used to seeing your name and seeing.
You know what's so daft, by the way? Oh,
having someone call Jack by his Twitch name today has had me in hysterics.
Oh yeah, bloody hell.
Earwig the Blaze that works
for the follow working. Yeah,
they were just revealed. Yeah, I think that's the thing. The most of the fans I've spoken to, a lot have said it. They're more annoyed that we're not annoyed, and I think that's something that's weird.
Well, I mean, we're their cup final. It's
good evening, people. Evening, athlete. The next few games I'll get teams in and around it. Yeah, I think so. I think that you're right there. And it'll give us a chance to see what they do in the break. Because in the break, we do need to figure out the striking situation. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh no, the striking situation, fine. But people going in the video that I did earlier saying with Danny liking and backing Ugbo, they're the problem. No, he's going to do that. Like the thing is, if he went elsewhere to Sunderland, bang 10 goals in, and we're going, and we didn't get the chance to get him for 3 million, everybody would be going, why didn't we put the boat out and get him? Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Just remember that. Banal time was hilarious. Kick him. Yeah. I did see that. Kick him. Jake doesn't have a flat field. He keeps flipping the tractor off the drop. Yeah, I do. All the time. It's really funny, actually. Shay Dudley summed it up in a tweet. I have seen that tweet. I will bring it up if I can find. Mike, can you do me a favor? You can find it. Can you send it me? Work. Play the sound clip. Oh, okay. You want the give us McNeil?
Give us McNeil.
It should work.
Give us McNeil.
There we go. By the way, if you want any more sound clips, please let me know. I'll see what I can get on the board. But make sure they're at a certain length and not copyright. I can get away with it if it's copyright. Like for a certain amount of seconds. 30 watching on my screen, get those likes up. Yep. But we are going to get into it. At the end of the day, it is what I thought it was going to be, a cagey game. I think first half played some really good football, but I think the thing is, there's a lot of people who are looking for scapegoats today and stuff. And I don't think it's the time. I don't think it's time to be looking for who's to blame, who's not to blame. We lost by a single goal by the one shot on target. Is it annoying that we lost? Obviously, of course it is. You want to win that game. But at the same time, we didn't disgrace ourselves. Like, we were doing the Dexterity watch along, and somebody was going, they wanted us to, like, really go for it. Like, that's what cost us 6 goals versus Watford.
Yeah.
By going for it.
That's exactly what, yeah.
We can't keep having this thing where we go for it. I think Danny tried to be as defensive as he could for it, but if Danny got a fault, and it's a big one, but he's only his first year in full management, can we please remember that? I think people see that he did last season and think he's a full manager, and he's not. I want them on. He faulted he doesn't know how to do defensive tactics. That's what I'll say. He hasn't got a defensive tactic yet.
I would counter that and say I think he has. It's just that I think he's a bit at the moment. He's a bit too like bullheaded in like, no, we're doing it this way. He needs to learn to be a little bit more like pragmatic, I think, sometimes. Or because I think sometimes he just sticks to his guns like for a little bit, like 10 minutes too long in a game, rather than just being like, just accepting of like, okay, I need to change it now. I think he sticks a bit 10 minutes a bit too long.
There's a poll that's gone up. Let me know what you think.
I think he does. I mean, I personally think he does have a different approach because we saw that when he brought Michael Smith on in the derby.
True. But they were Premier League last season. We battled all game. We will leave one. Remember, that could have been done with Pato and Palm. It could have done. I'm not. The thing is, what annoyed me as well, there've been so many people over this weekend who I've seen on social media, and I know social media isn't the full and all end where people should be judging it. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm entitled to your opinion. There's a good old saying. I'm not going to say it because YouTube will be funny about it. But here's the thing. People going, why didn't he not stick to the same 11 versus Norwich? He did.
He literally did.
That's literally why I think Ugbo got the starting shot. Hey guys, not been in for a while. How you doing? We're not too bad. How you, Adam? How you
doing, Adam, bud?
Erring on the side of caution. Yep. We had a wobble after goal. Yeah, that wobble was a big wobble because we kept on giving free kicks after free kicks after free kick. I got very worried after we went down.
I think a lot of teams have realised that refs have ended up being a bit lenient against Wednesday with free kick situations, and that's not just me making it like, oh, it's the refs.
Agreed,
like actual evidence has shown that we apparently give away a lot of free kicks when it's literally just a tickle under the armpit and, oh no, I've been shot in the ribs! Ah! Like, that's just what's happened so many times in so many different games are actually playing that tactic as well.
Yeah.
And it's just...
Only thing that was disappointing was the lack of shots on target, but cagey game, and the numpty thought it would be funny to mock. The numpty mock bowled it. And
that lad was a
idiot.
It's just
absolute idiot.
Notice I've got my bleep button ready, by the way.
It's been the case for the last couple of games. The half time has saved the team that we have played when we really put pressure on. I agree. Sante is a good signing. Be all and all end all. Will play well. The thing is, you know what I've noticed? I genuinely do like the Svante Ingolson and Josh Windass idea. I think that works really well. Actually having them both there. The problem is, which one go for it? I think that's where you've got to make sure. Because we kind of tried to do something similar with Windass versus Sunderland, and it didn't go wrong. Here we go. Shay Dunkley said it was meant to be a 1 minute silent for Remembrance Day. The Blade were very respectful and were silent until the 50th minute till they scored. Can't wait for the reserve picture. That's Mr. Shay Dunkley. I love when the players become fans of the club. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm good you're very hungover from yesterday, but it's not the end of the world. We'll pick up. That's the thing. I think there's a lot of United fans want us to be bothered by it. And we're not, because I think we're realistically going, look, we are where we are at the minute. I used the example with Jack earlier, Forest and Derby. Derby used to be on top for years.
Yeah, Forest couldn't touch Derby for years. Yeah.
And years. I'm talking a good 8-9 years.
Yeah.
Forest couldn't lay a glove on them.
Yeah.
And then it switched.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for that switch. Our problem is, and I know some people are not going to like it, and I'm going to mention it anyway. We still got this stupid embargo. This embargo needs lifted. We can't let him not. It'll probably get lifted at the end of the month, which, great. If it gets lifted, great. But the problem I've got, well, I untangle myself. The problem I've got is if that pays at the end of the month, it says it really was a big money issue. And that makes you go, what is the financials like? But that's not for the stream. But people just need to have it in the back of their mind. It's still there. Question for later with the video out of the rest late in Liverpool clock and question of bias. I think there is. But at the same time, it's hard to prove. I know that the evidence going, we haven't had a penalty all season, but we know how hard refereeing is. I don't know, it's a hard one, but that Liverpool, that ref with the Liverpool, I'd be punching his mate some credit going, why are you doing that? Danny seems to have found a switching out of position. Yep, I agree with that. He has. Thought Massaro had his best game. Everyone moaning how he couldn't get across, but I think him and Gassama stepped up when they came on. They were just
definitely. And they both look devastated at the final whistle when.
Oh well, Wilkes actually there then. That's good.
Yeah, he was.
I like that. Yeah. That's good. Good. Well, that's the thing. People slag him off, but he still came. And you know what I mean? It's like it's still his teammate. If we are transition.
Also on Malik Wilkes, I think he might be getting a new contract. With what he's doing at Rotherham, I can see him getting a year, and then we'll give him a go in. Yeah.
Film me with great pleasure that Chris Wilder will never wear a medal of major trophy.
Yeah, and I think the rumor was that as well as Byers, because Rachel's just mentioned Byers as well in the chat. Yeah, he was there. I think Lee Gregory was there, sat in the away end, which is interesting given that he was a childhood Blade.
Danny does his thing, and I think once all players in play, it'll be solid. I agree. You can see Danny's plan now, pressing, passing, starting to show signs of clicking. There were moments in first. Yeah, and the thing is, Sheffield United were very slow with how they played. It was very moderate, but we could pick them apart when they did plays like that. I think second half they changed it. They flipped that switch, and they only needed to have the first 15 minutes because it's the seventh time this season we conceded in 15 minutes, and that needs to change. We can't keep being this team that goes in and out of first half. We have either a really good 45 or bad 45. And we can't have the bad 45 and then get bollocked and then have a good 45. Yeah. It needs to be constant.
And I've noticed as well, they've gone. Danny's getting them to basically, rather than Sheffield United were passing directly to their teammates and stuff, directly to other players, whereas Danny was wanting us to be putting into like space and then for players to move on to the ball and carry it forwards, and that wasn't working, and that was looking really, really, really sloppy because players weren't moving to the ball. They were playing the passes, and whoever was meant to run onto it wasn't doing it because they weren't running the channels because they were just fixed in their old. It's the problem of like their old habits from previous times, as you know, previous. Oh, he's off. See you later, Jake. From like
That's all.
Because like their old habits from previous managers, previous tactics, whatever else.
Yeah.
That's still stuck in their head a little bit, and they're not adjusting mentally to right. I need to run this channel now because I've just passed it there. They're not. They're half doing it and half not, and that's why the passing looked stupidly sloppy. I thought compared to theirs.
I won't lie, it wasn't a great watch, but at the same time, we all were thinking we were going to get absolutely smashed. Sheffield United, there's a reason why they are where they are. They conceded 7 at home and they ain't conceded since September, I think. And they normally nick games. So it was a hard watch, but we didn't get smashed. So that's the main thing.
What's really bloody annoyed me, though, is that they swooped in and nicked 3 of our bloody summer transfer targets.
Well, who we wanted anyway, yeah.
Harrison Burrows was on our list. There was Harry Souttar was on our list.
And Tyrese Campbell.
Yeah, Tyrese Campbell that scored the
I actually don't want to pen out
goal.
Let's have the record. I don't want that record, but I think we got it. I think we've already got the record. I want him to.
I want him to worko.
You
want him to worko, do you? Oh, wow.
I think he'll do well next season. I want him to go on loan, give him regular football, and he can clear his head and get back to football. I agree.
Yeah.
About Wilkes. I reckon Mark will be completely different game. We'll have Bam behind us, and we always seem to show up under Danny when it's full house. True. Bar the goal, I thought we held our own against the team, kept them really quiet. But Alf was outstanding for me. Iorfa was good, but Iorfa still got a bit in him. On the whole, I was really pleased generally with the performance of the player, work rate, tempo, good going. Takes a lot of positive from that match. Fair enough, mate. Whatever. Enjoy your win. No way, Bob 123. How you doing, mate? Didn't know we were interested, but it's who the Talking Wednesday and Jack. It was on Jack's list of players he wanted in. I think it says a lot about you, Josh, coming in here, by the way.
And it was also it was actually out there in the Star. I did go and check today.
Did you?
The Star did actually write about it. That Harry Souttar and Harrison Burrows were early entries to the transfer list. So
I think we've got a thing where we've got to look at how this game went. At the end of the day, but as much as we're saying yes, you grabbed the 1-0 win. They got the win. That's what matters in a derby. Whatever the goal line, a win's a win, and it helped. But at the same time, we could have gone all gun blazing like we did against Watford and got smashed. We didn't go into this game in a great form in terms of where we were. We got smashed at home 6-2, and then we beat Norwich 2-0. And in that game where it was Norwich 2-0, we actually played some good football. And we actually looked good, but we were looking on that form and hoping to see where we were. And it kind of came in and it didn't, if that makes sense. Getting them, mate. How's everyone? Not too bad. 1, 2, 3. Just tired, very tired. Jack,
wait, what's that? Sorry.
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, just I don't know. I always get a bit meh in the sort of winter time leading up to Christmas. Just I don't know. I'm like a 5 out of 10, but I just sort of rest on a 5 out of 10 for like most of the winter, I guess.
After goal, they felt it. I think but they knew that that's our weakness. I think anyone,
they literally have read the game plan.
49 people watching, 12 get the likes up, people. Much appreciate it.
Every team does it against us. They go like Portsmouth were doing it. Watford were doing it.
Yep.
As soon as they go in the lead, they start falling over on the floor at the slightest little tickle because they know that refs fall for it. For some reason, they always fall for it against us. But
and the Luton result, pissed me off a lot. But
thanks, Adam, by the way.
Setting I said in your reviews, I'll make a DVD out of that, but focus on Cardiff now. Yeah, we just got to focus on Cardiff. The thing is, the next game coming up are really good, and we could do really well out of them. The major factor is they are. I know a lot of people said about them being at Prem Club, but if you actually look at what they started with their rebuild for the championship, they actually had a lot of things that they didn't have going for them because they were struggling with the takeover. They weren't too sure. They got a lot of the players in like last 2 weeks, but they had ideas who they wanted and they had that cash. And the thing is, you've got to remember something about Sheffield United here. Remember, this is a team that had -3 points at that season. So, as much as you might hate them, and we all do, they're -3 and they're still second.
Yep.
That does say something. And Wilder is bloody good in this league, and I hate saying that because I hate him. I hate him. Remove the Derby app bet from the lower mid-table team against top 2 at home. Yeah. That's
100%. 100%.
That is 100% it. You remove the Derby app bet, and you go. And if you actually look at we've played all the top 6 now. And we've beaten one of them, which was West Brom. But we've played them all now.
Yeah.
Now we've got games against people around. They're the games are more important and more.
Yeah, frankly as well, we gave just about every single top 6 team other than Sunderland a really good game, I think, if I remember that correctly, and I'm remembering the table correctly.
No, Leave wasn't great.
Well, yeah. Well, apart from them, but I don't know.
Yeah, it does show you how good a manager
I've got a
is.
really controversial opinion, by the way, about Leeds that I was sharing with you earlier that I'll talk about in a little bit. About the whole it links to the whole like
we'll sort that out in a minute. Yeah, I like the international break. Thing is, I like the international break because it gives me a ref from this.
Yeah,
to a point. Why I hated League One because it was constant. I don't know with my current situation and children now I could probably go at that level, but I probably will find a way because I'm mentally. Oh yeah, I did like that. That was funny. That was really funny. I spoke to him earlier today as well because we had a good little chat, and he like he said the same as me. They're more annoyed that we're not annoyed. And
he's a proper good bloke, Chef Kamini. I love him. He's so good.
I find that really weird.
He's such a good guy.
I find it really weird that they're annoyed that we're not more pissed off. A lot of them online anyway.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I actually don't get that. And the thing is, we all went for we wanted the result. No one can stand here and go, if we had nicked it like they did, we wouldn't be ecstatic right now. We would be. And the thing is, all these people calling on players and saying this, when you get a player in, especially if it's one you haven't seen before, take time, depending on what league they're coming from, depending on what their personal situations are, language barriers. The thing with Ugbo, we signed him because we already knew what he could do. That's why he got brought in, and Danny wanted him. You look at, I think if you got Pervader, a fit Pervader, mind you, I think you change it, you maybe get that level of person. Do you see the embarrassing video of him and Joe? I did see it at the end of the day.
I'm really disappointed in Joe Root because I thought better of him than that. I thought he was better and classier than that, but
I'll just say let them do them if they want to do it. I think, if anything, the person who filmed it is probably the one that's more likely to get more crap for it because it's like you don't show a manager doing that because it makes us look bad. But at the end of the day, it just shows you how much people have got it. It shows you how much it meant to them. But I know it meant a lot for Wenty, but I don't think we would have done that level. Even though I think we should have done, in a sense, but I don't think it was. I think we know where we are. That's what I'm trying to say. I thought it made me yeah. But are United still strong enough to stay in the Prem? It depends. It all depends if they get the takeover. If the takeover happens, maybe. And it looks like getting closer. But would their fans be happy just being a yo-yo club each season and just having that parachute payment? For years, West Brom were quite happy being that club.
Yeah.
For
Norwich were happy
Norwich
being that for
club.
years. Yeah.
They're up, down, up, down. They wanted to stay there.
Burnley
for
are
one or
happy
two.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Jake Hadcar still not. I don't think so. I think they got someone temporary in charge. That was a word I can't say. Cardiff City manager. Let me have a look. Omar Riza. I think he's in charge at the moment. The current one who was there thing because he's still not get it, so he's still technically like being interim while they figure it out. So no, technically. Can't wait for Danny to show the players the video of Wilder singing Saucy Roll. All depends if Wilder's there. You never know. If they the rumor is if they get taken over, they might.
They're getting a better. They're getting a better manager in. They're getting a different manager in.
Yeah. Remember, kids, it's always meant more to them than us.
Exactly, Jez. Exactly. Yep. Precisely.
And
as they hinted at, it was very interesting. As they hinted at in the pre-show, the pre-match sort of history lesson. By the way, I couldn't stand that Sheffield United historian. Whoever that guy was, he came across as such an arrogant wanker. But
I'm not gonna lie, Arthplaster is a better name. I like
hilarious. It's amazing. But as they hinted at in that pre-match show history lesson, whatever you want to call it, Wednesday are the big brother, and they're the little upstart that kicked him out of the ground, and that has always been in the shadow of the original club to play at Bramall Lane and be called the Blades, that eventually became the Owls because of where they moved to and all that sort of stuff. So it was just an interesting little thing of like.
I will say on this one, the last one, complete idiot, but. I know what you're saying about fitting, but it happens all the time. You get
why is that a thing? Games. It's so
it's horrible. It's gross.
It's so disgusting. But then as well, I'm sorry, but you've got to be a scumbag to do something the whole, it.
Whoops, sorry, no, that's the best autocorrect I've ever seen. That stays. That just stays. The sausage roll thing, good for a tweet, but it felt a bit.
It's almost like they've got no originality. I mean, the whole concept of their entire club being called the Blades is a whole fucking copycat thing anyway.
The thing. Danny even said in the press conference that they met.
Yeah, they had an evening together.
They did meet. Yeah. They actually did meet and stuff like that. But if Danny's seen that, Daniel's gone, okay, fair enough. Okay. That's what you think. I'll move on. I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
Yeah.
They also got. Oh no! I thought Arbalaster was a soft little boy. He thought he was sometime big time player. Yeah, I won't lie. When he went down, I did feel for him. It did look like it was a bad injury, but it is what it is. Looking forward to Mark. Let's get a bit of fun. Looking forward to Mark when our play will be bouncing.
It is kind of hilarious. What I did find really hilarious was the fact that all of these United fans online were like, "Oh, well, Danny Röhl wouldn't have been this passionate about you winning the derby, would he?" And it's like, no, because he's really going to be going home crying all night, looking at his Champions League winning fucking medals, going, "Oh no, I didn't win the Sheffield derby for the first time. Oh no." He's really going to be crying about that, isn't he? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Fucking grow up, you bunch of blunt fucking pig-shagging wankers. But
by the way, folks,
you can tell I like them, can't you?
Folks are bidding off Twitter. We got nice when they can be building on the Blue Guy. I need to go on Blue Guy. I need to make an account. I haven't made one yet.
I think if I remember rightly, Blue Sky is the Twitter clone that all of the employees Elon sacked went and created.
It's all the developers who were now done it. I need to make a Blue Guy account because I'm not a fan of Twitter.
Yeah.
It's not what it was. I will do that later. It's on my list of things to do. Daniel.
Yeah.
Colin Wank has always involved me for the mardiness of the play. Yep. Annoyingly,
Chris Wilder's made me like Colin.
I
can't believe it. They're still mastering crayons.
All I heard was beep, beep, beep.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong. All the next few games, Cardiff. I can tell you, Cardiff, Hull, Derby, Preston. So good game. The one that's a little bit difficult, they probably Derby. Derby are looking good. I think you took a look at it what it is. I have Blue Guy. It was made by first owner of Twitter after the buyout, and he took on the staff.
Oh,
Thank you. That's it. So it's Jack Dorsey.
Oh yeah. Duran, I literally keep it I keep it muted for the podcast, for the Talking Wednesday podcast. I keep all of that muted.
People watching, 13 get us likes up, people. I would much appreciate it. Everything does help. It helps drive the algorithm. The thing is, this is the thing.
I'm really bad for swearing normally.
Which you all don't know. After this is done, both me and him are going to watch the Tom vlog.
Yeah, the Tom Syndicate vlog.
Not in the same house, but it's weird.
It's our like peaceful we can look at someone else with their 110 acres of land having fun, and it's like
it's only 24 minutes long. Well, that's disappointing.
But it's Monday. It's supposed to be a mega vlog.
No more international breaks until March. Yeah, but mate, I like the international break. Give me a break. Problem Blue Guy doesn't have a many big accounts, so you can't really follow the matches. Yeah, I get that. Then again, if Wednesday smart, they make one because we were one of the first original people who had Twitter in terms of club. Gary Lineker to leave match of the day.
Oh no.
Which is interesting. Right, your little thing. Right, that's the thing I was going to bring up. Because we had this earlier where I was saying how I know the derbies. I've had a lot of them, the Sheffield United derbies. I've done them. I've been there. It's been great. And it's been good banter. Now, you're of a generation that hasn't really had it.
It's kind of funny. So, like, anyone who's sort of like 20 to 25 in that sort of age range, we haven't had like anywhere near as many Sheffield derbies as probably the generation before us, or the ones that are sort of getting into it properly now, in their sort of early teenagehood or whatever.
In and load out.
So actually, to me, a bigger derby than the Sheffield one is whenever we play Leeds, because we've just so consistently played Leeds year upon year for the longest amount of time that in my head, the games against Leeds United are actually bigger than the ones against Sheffield United. And so I think potentially that's why a lot of people that are sort of like in the 20 to 25 age bracket aren't as maybe like that sort of an age group. That's why they're not so like absolutely incensed by losing, and that's why it's driving the United fans up the wall. Because for the longest time, United and Wednesday have been like passing ships in the night. We've only been in the same league like once for the last however many years now, like the last 10 years or something.
Been a while.
For so long we were above them, then they were languishing in League One, and then we passed like ships in the night when they went up to the Prem, and we went then back down to League One again for a couple of years, and so it's been that rare of an occurrence that kind of like the Leeds United fixtures have always been a bigger derby in my head, because I would say they're equally sized clubs. I wouldn't really put Sheffield United as the same size club as Sheffield Wednesday, frankly, but there we go. I mean, the mainstream media say that United sadly are now bigger because they've had two plastic years in the Premier League, and we love the Premier League. That's the only league that matters.
We've been talking about you, mate.
Fucking.
How are you, mate?
Oh, Chef Cam, yeah. How you doing, bud? Yeah.
We've been talking about you tonight. It's been really funny.
Saying you're a really good bloke, and it's really nice to see you when you pop in and everything. And Jake wants you to come and take my spot at some point for one of these things.
Yeah, it won't be a bad one if we can figure out a time slot. It'd be good to do.
And also, can we talk about Callum Fowler, please? Or if we have to, because honestly, like, what a
who brought Barnsley? Right,
for God's sake,
Sharman.
For God's sake, Matt, why? What? Like,
you triggered the Jack. And
that man.
Do you think we'll get our status above them eventually? I'm not really bothered. If we go above them, we go above them. If we don't, we don't. It's. I think one day it will eventually happen because it's happened with Forest and Derby. It will happen, but when? I don't know. I think we'll probably need new ownership for it to happen, kind of thing. In Gent, that would be awesome. Never known anyone.
Honestly, that stupid baby-faced is just, it's unbelievably, he's just begs it. He's like, please make us relevant. Please make me relevant. Oh, please. Oh. Grow the up. You. Yeah.
Yeah, so he put 50p in Jack.
Yeah, sorry. Basically, Jake keeps muting because otherwise I'll get his whole channel demonetized and not copyright strike, but just you're temporarily restricted as a channel for like the next 2 weeks because of
I'll just have this. Hey, your camera keeps crashing.
It doesn't. It doesn't for
Yeah,
me
it
anyway.
does. No, it does. It keeps crashing on stream.
It's been fine on my
Can't the clever. He is. That's the thing. He's very clever with it. I can't stand him. But as a content creator, what he does is actually very clever.
It's very clever.
It is very clever. He knows what he's doing. But to be fair, it was actually quite funny.
Someone in Barnsley has to be smart.
It was funny watching Sheffield United fans going, "Look, I'm a blader, but why are you trying to put this to be headed?" Work it ain't as bad as Hull. Oh God, yeah, true.
Yeah.
That basic I got. That's had everyone going today.
Oh, it's absolutely
more beats, please. Work, I love it. They need to stop with work. I keep pricking. Good marketing, but so annoying. I agree. Hey, mate. How you doing, Dave? Are you well? Don't worry about it. Jack's always late to the party. That's why he's single.
What? We're roasting Callum Fowler, not me. Bloody hell. At least I don't fancy my own family members unlike that dingle.
That is... For any legal purposes, Jack was making a reference and a joke.
I'm just making a reference to the constant, ongoing incestuous jokes about members. I was covering your ass and my ass, Jake.
I know.
God. Yes, I have. For God, I just...
You do realise how much you were cringing during that entire show. But yes, he has. They're back in their home. But I think the thing you got is with Wednesday at minute, you got to remember we are a team in transition. I think after the Saturday performance,
Republican Americans would hate us.
After the Saturday performance, I think only losing 1-0 would have been. We would have taken that after the Watford game, if I'm brutally honest. Jackie's so late that he covered 2017.
God's sake. She's a Chelsea fan anyway. Like, do they really know anything about football?
Next season is when we push that out. The thing is, I agree. That is where we push. I think this season you get stability.
This is Danny's baseline team that he's going to build from anyway. He said that, and they've said it all along.
Big issue is the elephant in the room, and it's what funding, how can he do it, where the sponsorship and stuff like that. Because I'm sorry, we came up from the League One in a really good way and had a lot of media on us.
And nothing was capitalized on.
Nothing was capitalized on. No decent sponsorship. Nothing got jumped in. And it's things like that where we miss a trick every single time we have a chance. And I think it's something that needs to be looked at. But I don't know if it will. Wednesday aren't going anywhere near the top. Well, I got that thing where I agree and I disagree at the same time. I think he could look out and do another playoffs with Danny, but he's gonna have to try and figure out how to invest. It needs some investment. Lads have stepped up since Watford game, gave their all for United and Norwich. I can take losing if you show some commitment. Yeah, I agree. I think you can take something from that. Where am I? Ian and Daniel, how you are, mate? I wish we got the Netflix. Yeah, that would have been good. He was saying how she was quite posh actually today.
Yeah.
But I think you've got to look at the game as a whole and look at where we are. Two different teams in different areas of the table. That is the be all end of it. Like, just call it what it is. One's looking to get promoted again.
It's absolutely hilarious that they're so triggered by the fact that so many Wednesday fans are just like, yeah, whatever. We move on.
Yeah.
Big. It's because most Wednesday fans are thinking of the big picture. We're not thinking of like, oh, we're not so hyper fixated on this. We're hyper fixated on, are we going to get back to the Prem anytime soon? In the long run, that's what most of us are fixated on. Not, oh, can we beat the Derby? Because what if we'd have won in the Derby and then got relegated? Which would people rather have? We either stabilize in the Championship and then have a good foundation to build from, whatever, or win the Derby.
Jez,
which one would you rather have?
You've hit the nail on the head.
Yep. Don't talk about cash flow. It's Chansiri's favourite word.
If it were being took over by a Hollywood actor with other brand, that comes in, but we get... yeah. We need to start cashing in on players when we can and then reinvest and keep it going. I think that's something we've done badly over the years. I agree. I think Daniel's whole existence triggers them. Yeah. Can we get a stress-free mid-table? Thing is, I'd take a stress-free mid-table season. I'd take a season where we get to 5 games left. It's like, oh, we're safe. But not let it drop. Don't let it drop.
Yeah.
But go, we are safe. We are.
Unfortunately, Adam, my friend, as soon as Chansiri spent 10 million on Jordan Rhodes, all those expectations went totally out of the window forever for a certain generation of Wednesday fans. And that sort of a standard is what he will forever be held to. There won't be any time when people think that Chansiri shouldn't be still spending that amount of money on players, the club, whatever. That they're in certain fans' minds, that sort of a thing. The getting to Wembley in the Championship playoff final is what we always need to do. And if it's
get you success, but there are times that it's shown that you can do it, but then you've got to when you get there, you've got to capitalize on the money that you get.
Yep.
There's 2 ways of doing it. It can do that, but it can also be you lob money at it like we did. We lobbed money at it and we didn't get success. Like, we didn't get success. We did 2 seasons of lobbing money at it.
The really stupid thing is, loads of fans for the longest time were saying, we need to do the Brentford model. We need to do the Brentford approach to it, blah, blah, blah. We're now doing that, and loads of fans are saying, oh, well, why we're not spending any money? We're not, like, which one do you want?
Let me see us in the Premiership first, and then I can do that. Basically, a good model at the minute, if you want to look at a club who's doing it in the right model, and it's not a Brentford, it's Forest. Look where Forest are right now.
I mean, technically they did basically throw stupid... They literally did the throw enough at the wall and see what sticks, and then it ended up working. Because then they got Nuno in.
They had to sell players off for PNS, which is what you don't want to do. You want to stay away from that. But if you actually look at how it's done... The 3rd at minute or 4th, though it says a lot.
3rd.
They moved to bloody youth players, showing that we're going to start selling for profit. Mid-table season, top 6 net, good tight. I agree.
Yep. Totally perfect. Perfect vision, that, Dave.
Like Phuket. I think that's why you brought in someone like an Ingleson. I think Ingleson was trying to be similar to that level, but you're right. And Kabachi. You can see we kind of gone that way.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying, but I just take a win in a derby. We talk about Road, but millions we spent on backhand and Abdi. Wasn't Abdi a free, or did we actually pay for it?
Abdi was 3 million, just like David Jones. Same price tag.
62 people watching, 17 like girls.
And also same as George Boyd as well. Same price tag for all 3 of them.
We took 50 feet together, of course, it went the way we fucked it up. Yeah, true. In terms of investment, I generally believe we are more attractive. But Lewis,
there's more work to be done with us. There's so much more like investment needed just after buying the club with us. With United, they've got so many aspects of the club that's just ready to go. Like, they don't need to do much. Youth academy is ready to go. Training grounds ready to go.
I will put this to you, Lewis. Take the Wednesday glasses off. Who's currently got a transfer, a takeover that's very close to getting done, and who hasn't? Because it's sure damn night ain't us. And I know that's a mixture of DC being stubborn because he doesn't want to sell, but they have more of a takeover happen than we do. Somebody think we are South Barnsley. Yeah, I know that one. What the team with 7-8 No one dares to truth. Five-star true blow me away the season. It bonkers. It really is. Season Brighton went up. They didn't spend millions and millions and gone up. They always seem to. They got a really good recruitment policy though. Their recruitment policy good. I still hopefully for some of the shite he brought in. Yeah. True. Have they played hide and seek? Yeah. He was always having a fag on the.
Yeah, he was always smoking cigarettes
near the bloody
Sheffield Town Centre, near the bloody Cathedral tram stop.
Dick was elsewhere. Charles, keep him or cash in. Keep him, but make sure you've got a buy on clause. I haven't thought to put, and I'll trade. Yeah, exactly. Dannington, bless you, mate. Much appreciate that. Much appreciate that, mate. It's all good stuff, and it very is. It's like I think the thing what we got to remember is that we have to take what happened at the weekend on the chin. Take whatever stick you get and move on from it. It's not gonna a loss in the derby isn't gonna define our season. Where we are at the end of the season is going to be more important. A season where we're not flirting with relegation near March, April time, I'm happy with. I agree and I don't. I agree we need new owners. Do we need Saudi owners? Because Saudi owners doesn't equal automatically you're going to get...
I don't think we need Saudi owners. We need owners wealthy enough to take us the next step. But we also need owners that understand the area.
I'll go good one, Lee. Lee, I'm gonna message you in a couple of weeks because me and him might be going to a game. So if you want to come with, let us know.
We need owners basically from somewhere like America, like the Pittsburgh sort of area of America, somewhere like that really get the sort of history of Sheffield and what the people might be like and this, that, and the other. We don't need another Chancery who just thinks that everyone in the UK is basically like Londoners and can pay the same as Londoners for match day tickets. But
I agree with that, Maple Leaf. I think being realistic. Why I've not gone with we'll be near the top half. I don't see that. I want mid-table. We need Savio. We need somebody who knows how to market, and we need somebody who knows sport in general, not just football, but sport in general.
I mean, to me, it's not just Chancery. Like, we need to look at the people just below him in the hierarchy. Are they doing their jobs well enough? Are they, because they're in charge of the day-to-day run, but Chancery's often is in Thailand.
And much as people want like the big money thing, this is a very good point by Sharman.
Yeah. No, exactly. I totally agree.
Can we just be happy it wasn't a battering? Yeah. And I agree. I think you've got to just be happy it wasn't a battering. They had the entire game, one shot on target, they go from it. Could Beadle have done better? Absolutely. Could Beadle made himself bigger? Yeah. Could we have defended better? Yes. But it's happened. We move on. Can we get bought by him? Oh God, no. No.
What is he going to be getting a phallic object and naming it after every single team we've beaten in the league?
Go lie down, Bob. 1, 2, 3. It's fine.
Yeah,
I know. Does pass. It will pass. It will pass over, and then you'll feel great again. Don't worry about it. If need be, counsellors and therapists are ready. It's fine. Don't worry. But guys, I'm gonna end it there because we've been going for an hour and 2 minutes. It's been a really good show. But thank you for coming on again, Jack. It's been really good. Like I said, we're gonna try and do one of these once a month and do one
like a once a month thing.
We're gonna do once a month debrief thing all round up, one or the other. But I do want to see us do one with me and Jack doing something that not Wednesday based.
And just talk about whatever you
give us a talk.
Yeah.
Even if it's all too pissing about on Farm Sim.
Yeah.
I can't say Chancery. I can't either. No, I can't either.
Chancery's going to hold on to this club until it's like pretty much on the brink of, sadly, until it's on the brink of literally going out of existence. That's just what the culture of business from that part of the world is like. There's even articles on it you can read.
If we get to the point by where me, Jack, and Dex have to do like a begathon, and if you plead this money to us, it'll save our club. It might have to come to that. Cheers, Danny. Take care, everyone. Have a good week. Yep, same. Who Vince McMahon? Ex-owner or WWE?
Yes.
Google it, but if you're going to Google it, make sure you're not at work.
There's literally a documentary about it on Netflix about the guy.
No,
Yeah.
this is Jack 24/7. You just don't see it. I get these on Discord, and they're hilarious, and he gets it back in return when I go off the deep end. Have fun, Dannington. Thank you very much for the donation, mate. See you later, Adam. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Everyone hit the like button before we go. Yes, please. That really does help. And now have a great week. I agree. Cheers for a great time, a good week. Bye all. And where's this one? We'll survive. Collapse.
Oh, you mean where everyone hates men and where men should just not exist anymore? That whole rhetoric that keeps going around.
We're not going to get Jack started on this one. So we're going to love you and leave you. I'm going to speak to you later and have a good one, guys. And we'll see you soon. Bye.